Okay, so without any further ado then, let's get this show on the road. I'm Queen of Degens, aka Jetica. Please call me Jess, not like... You can call me Queen if you like, I don't mind. That's quite cool.
Oh, I'll go with Queen.
And this is Jesse Degens community, and this is actually our third AMA this week, and third one in the series, and we're just getting going. So I'll hand over to Dan and Mark now. If you guys want to introduce yourselves, that'd be fab.
Yeah, sure. I'll go first. I'm Dan, also known as Lord Dan of the Thong. I do have my own lounge. I am I don't want to say face of the project that we're doing, but I mean, I kind of run the business communication side of things, and partnerships and all of that kind of stuff. We've met and spoke a few times. Quite a few people know me in this space. So that, I guess that's me in a nutshell, really. Nothing particularly exciting.
I think there is, Dan, but we'll get to that in a bit.
Okay.
Come on, Mark, you introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Mark LaLiberte. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I have been around the crypto universe for about 5 years, but mostly in swing trading, day trading. I've known Dan for the better part of a year now. We were involved in a project before this that we didn't necessarily like the way that it was run, and we decided to do our own thing together. We've been talking for every day for almost a year about doing something together. We finally made it happen. And my role in the NFT Stakehouse is more of a back end, behind the scenes, working with finances and contracting the labor to make the machine go, and support Dan as he manages the community and a lot of the marketing and promotion.
Mm-hmm. So are you technical, or does somebody else do that?
Well, I've been learning Solidity and for the last pretty much year. So I do all of the contract manipulation, but I outsource to actually have the contracts written, and then we get everything audited. But yeah, I do most of it. I'd say 80% of it we keep in-house now, and then contract out about 20%.
Yeah, that sounds good. Right. I think let's get into the AMA. I mean, I build this as a no fucks given hardcore AMA because
let's fucking go.
I'm a bit of a veteran of AMAs from the other side, and I hosted my fair share in the last project that I was in that we're not going to talk about tonight. But oh God, so many AMAs are just like watching fucking paint dry, aren't they? And I don't know about you guys, but I have the attention span of a goldfish at best. That's probably insulting to goldfish, and so I like to mix things up a bit, see if we can make things interesting. So let's skip all the boring first questions. You've introduced yourselves. So first of all, I know you're a character, Dan. Come on, make us laugh. Tell us a joke.
No, you can't tell me like that.
Come on.
Sake, you can't just fucking throw me under the bus like that. I can't. I mean, the jokes that popped into my head, I'm not saying. I can't.
That's fine. That's exactly what
I'll fucking DM it to you, because
that's exactly the sort of jokes that we want. That's the sort of jokes that I want to hear.
Yeah, I'm fucking DM you, because I still want to. Yeah, I still plan to be able to show my face in the space.
That bad, right?
Yeah, it was a pretty grim one. I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of disgusted myself for it being the first joke that popped into my head. So I'm going to keep that.
Yeah,
I'm going to keep that one private.
Like that.
Yeah, I'm going to keep that one private because I'm not even going to come up with a second one because that one's stuck now.
All right. So, come on then. Tell us a little bit about your, because I see you got some cool stuff on your website, and it looks there's got to be a story behind that. So, where's the ideas for NFT Stakehouse come from?
I mean, I guess we've got to, before we go into the steakhouse, I guess we've got to kind of got to go into the background of, you know, as Mark said, that we've been speaking for the better part of a year, and we met in a project that we didn't really like how it was run. I was actually working on that. Well, I say working on that project. I thought I was working on it. Turns out in the end it was volunteering because it went to shit. But so yeah, Mark was like the whale of the project, and I kind of ran the entire thing because everyone lost, faith in the dev who just full on lying all the time, and it took a while for people to clock on, but when they did, things kind of went to shit. But we had the coin was Canada coin, and it set out with noble intentions. Those intentions weren't achieved, and then it turned into something that it should never have. And we had I know so many projects. So I'm just filling my vape. I know so many projects say this about their community, but having been in a bunch of communities and worked for a few, like a few projects, and obviously I've invested and got my. I'm all over the bounce, all over the place. And I can honestly say that Canada Coin had the best community. Like the owner did not know what he had. There was, I don't know, hundreds of people talking every day like a real family. There was like 20 mods that were just working for free just because it was a fun time, like games and all of that stuff. But then when we found out what was actually, I don't think the dev was doing anything sketchy. I just think he was inexperienced and lied about it and lost interest. But that's when Mark and Mark actually was the biggest whale, and there was just no price movement. In fact, it was just dumping. So then Mark.
Wait. Yeah. I want to pick up on that. So, okay. Mark, are you the Chinese whale that we're waiting to wake up?
No.
All right. Just wanted to check that. Yeah. We're always waiting for the Chinese whales to wake up, right?
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Have you seen the little graph of the denial graph of the shitcoin? And it's how it goes up, and it's like, I wish I had it at hand. I can't remember, but then it's like, the Chinese are waking up. It's like right when they're halfway down on the end. It's like, don't worry, the Chinese are waking up, and then it's just you break out
and then it's a community project, right?
Yeah. But
sorry, I cut you off. Then I couldn't resist.
Bloody hell, like when I hosted you, all we did was digress the entire time. I think our AMA lasted a few hours, didn't it?
Yeah, it was long. It was a long although I am going to cap this at an hour because, like,
okay, so we better crack on because we've got fucking lot.
Better crack on, yeah.
Okay, so to cut the story, the origin story. Sure. Mark actually sold his position in the project and decided to buy it and take it over.
Oh, right. Okay. I thought you were telling us then that Mark cheated you.
No, cheated. No, he fucking held. He held for the year. He didn't cheat. I mean, he didn't get many friends from doing so. But at the end of the day, he did the bit like what was best for everyone. And we tried to relaunch it. I mean, at the time, like the Canada coin went through a V1 and then unnecessarily swapped to V2. And then I believe there was even a V3. And then by the time we took over, we was like, right, we've got to, we can't keep up with what's going on. We kind of need the guy out. So we relaunched. And as we was doing, we did the AMA tour. Everything was going well. And unfortunately, like the community had kind of lost faith and stopped checking in, like they do when projects are the way they are. And everything was going well. We were set to do a relook. We did a pre-sale, and unfortunately, it was like one of those weekends where everything dumped. And we were so close to soft cap, and the soft cap was like 100 and something BNB, and we definitely did, like, when you compared it, we did way better than any other pre-sale on at that weekend, but it wasn't enough. So we fair launched, and then there just wasn't enough people interested. You know, there was no buying pressure. People had been waiting for an exit. Then, you know, with fair launches, you can't fully control the LP to market cap ratio, so it gets volatile. And then it was like, me and Mark, it's just like, well, what do we do? Like, how many times do we go around in circles trying to get this going? And that's when, you know, like, we sort of let it go kind of stagnant for a little bit, still like coming up, trying to brainstorm. And one day Mark came up with this idea of just you know, it wasn't even like everything that we're offering. It wasn't even that, you know. He just come up with the simple idea of a steakhouse being like similar to a steak restaurant, and then it kind of all just clicked into place, and it just literally clicked into place straight away as soon as we'd figured that out. So I guess that's the origin story. Got that out of the way quick.
And it's a common story.
It's an all too common story, yeah.
But then that's where we are in this space. That's what DeFi is right now. We're on the bleeding edge of technology, and we are really the guinea pigs, aren't we? Yeah,
and I mean, when introducing myself, I always find it a little bit awkward because, you know, like, I'm always the other end. I'm in your position normally. I don't need to introduce myself, so I find it a little bit awkward. But yeah, I mean, I've worked for
right?
I started up as a mod, and then kind of moved my way up the ranks and stuff like that. And I've seen how projects shouldn't be run, and what you know, like what's lacking. And now, especially, obviously, having my own lounge, and it's my job to kind of appraise projects. I've over the course of me having that, I've learned what's successful, what's not, and and that's I guess what I'm bringing to the table of the Stakehouse. I just needed to throw that out there because my introduction sucked.
You did amazing.
I've got a lounge. That's about it. I mean,
awesome. And I've got to say, this is the first time that we've actually met face to face, isn't it? Because when we did that AMA, the other part of my double act didn't want to switch their cameras on, so we didn't get to do that. And
I mean, everyone's seen me in a thong. Like, I don't go by Lord Dan of the Thong for no reason. Like, my first ever was me in a thong.
That's where Thongs Lounge came from.
Yeah.
And that beard, Dan, is fucking amazing.
It's getting trimmed. It's getting trimmed in a couple of days. I mean, I've got a date at a weekend.
No. Only a little bit. Only the fucking end. It's amazing.
I know, but you'd be surprised how quick this grows.
DC top. So come on. That's a funny joke then. Tell us about Thongs Lounge. Where did that come from?
Okay, Thongs, the lounge itself was never
Why is it
ever
called Thongs Lounge, Dan?
Because so when I worked for a project, I'm not going to. The project exists no more. When I worked for that project, the first ever picture I was a tribal art dealer by trade, and I used to stay with tribes across the world. So I'd live in their attire, which often is just a thong, basically, like, for lack of a better, I don't know what it's called. leotard. I don't know. No,
much.
it's not leotard. It's a thong. So yeah, when it was time to dox, and everyone wanted to see who I was like, well, sorry it. This is me, and it was me sitting in a tribe in an island off the coast of Sumatra, Indonesia, and with a couple of tribal men, and I'm just sitting there in a thong. So I might as well fully dox. If you want to see me, I might as well go all out. And that's kind of like where the name came from. Originally, I was just Dan, and then people gave me my name.
And now you're Dan, Lord of the Thong.
Yeah, and if you go into Thong's Lounge, there are gifs of me pretty much pop up a few times a day of me in a thong.
Oh, really? I haven't noticed that. I've been so busy.
Yeah.
I mean, DeFi Lo-Fi hangs out with you guys a lot, doesn't he? And he tells
yeah,
DeFi
is definitely seen me.
level.
DeFi's seen me in a thong. There's no doubt about it.
How about you, Mark? Do the guys get to see you in a thong, or are you that guy in the shadows that likes to stay under the radar?
Oh no, I'm fully doxxed. That's my profile picture there.
You're
that's
doxxed
me.
with the thong.
Yeah, no, you don't want to see that.
Yeah, dude.
Nobody wanted to see me in a thong either, but here we are.
Funny. Okay, let's move on. I want to know about your project. So you're on Matic at the moment, aren't you? I haven't been over there for a while, but I remember when Matic first started kicking off. It's about this time last year, actually, and transactions were like a fraction of a cent, and they were really fast and stuff. And then it all started dropping down a bit. And so what's it like over on Matic at the moment?
It's still cheap and free and fast. It does have issues every now and again, but you don't get so does BSC. BSC gets congestion.
Yeah,
and and Ethereum has the high fees. I'd say it's faster than BSC, and obviously everything's faster than Ethereum.
They haven't set the bar very high, have they?
I don't know what they're charging for. But yeah, Matic as a blockchain is something I've been extremely bullish on for a while. If you'd asked me 3 months ago what would run, because like the bull run of 2021 was BSC, caused that. That was BSC. If you'd asked me even 6 months ago, I'd say it's going to be Solana and Matic will lead the way, and then Kronos came around and kind of was like, right, well, they're probably going to lead the bull run, but then Kronos has been I think we can all agree Kronos has been a bit of a shit show. I think it's turned into BSC. People are getting rugged every day. Everyone's having problems. The networks are all, it's slow. I know it's in beta phase, but it's kind of, I was a little bit just thinking, Kronos is going to be the bull run, but it's going to be a matter of time till everyone's fed up of the rugs and stuff. And Matic doesn't have that. Obviously it has it to a degree, but Matic is more. Matic's the like the blockchain. When you first start, you go to BSC, don't you? Like that's it. You go to BSC when you first start in DeFi, and I think now you're going to be going on to CryoRes.
ERC20 and just got wrecked with fucking gas fees.
Yeah.
Loved the whole concept of DeFi, but I couldn't work out how anybody was making any money. Someone did anything. I had to remortgage the fucking house.
Yeah, and then
I discovered BSC, and I was like, "Whoa, this is it! All in, full degen."
Yeah, and I think, and with Crow and everyone, like their marketing and stuff, I think Crow will be the place where people go first, and that's obviously going to attract the DJ. I know you're the queen of DJs, but when I'm saying DJs, I mean the Jeets. Sorry, I should say Jeets. I don't want to offend the queen of DJs. The Jeets. The Jeets, like everyone's
I'm
over
not
there.
the queen of Jeets. I'm the queen of
No,
DJs, right? Just
that's,
have that
yeah.
clear.
So the Jeets are over on BSC and Crow at the moment, and Matic doesn't suffer that. You know, like you kind of got to be in the space for a little bit before you start moving over to the other networks like Matic and Avalanche and all of that. So that's kind of why we chose Matic. Plus NFTs as an NFT Stakehouse. Matic is free minting for everyone, so it benefits everyone. And not only that, but when you do mint an NFT, it's shown on OpenSea. So and obviously OpenSea being OpenSea, that's obviously a massive bonus to have your NFT shown on OpenSea. Because let's face it, there's so many marketplaces out there. The only real place where you're going to sell anything is OpenSea.
Yeah, and I've got a confession. I don't get NFTs, but that doesn't mean to say that it's never been my thing. So you can probably help educate me a little bit.
Okay, this is perfect time for me to actually introduce the project. So I'm still kind of similar to you. I'm not one of those like Ethereum NFT degens that are going to throw thousands of bucks and just hope that they make ridiculous money, because they do. A lot of people do very well from them, but at the end of the day, it's always like, why would I spend that sort of money on a JPEG? And that's where
maybe an MP4 if you're lucky.
See, that's where we come in. We have a token. We will have a token when we launch, but at the end of the day, we are a platform, and our main goal is to give, because like every project on BSC, Crow, we our contract. Mark will go into the contracts in a minute, I'm sure, of what we can actually do, because everything's customizable. But how many people are in projects that everyone demands NFTs regardless of the project, and it's like some projects are like, we're getting these NFTs out, and everyone gets hyped, and it's like, well, what's the actual point of you having those NFTs out? Especially on BSC, like when NFTs, they don't really have a resellable market. There is no resellable market for BSC NFTs. Like, no one wants them. You kind of buy them if you're into the project, and that's about it. So that's where we step in. And we are, I would say, more of a platform than a token. That's not to say like the token isn't a main focus point, but we're a platform for projects to come on, and we can offer projects with their NFTs an actual use case, which will be staking. So we have a lineup of partners already wanting to join in, and I don't know if you guys, I know DeFi Lo-Fi knows Seed Squatch and Nifty Goat for their project Seed Squatch. So they're going to be partners with us. There's a few, they're kind of queuing up to a degree. And so our platform will provide projects with staking for their NFTs, and they can provide their own liquidity, their own tokens, and give use caseless NFTs a use case, as well as, because we'll mainly be on Discord, although we do have a bot that goes from Telegram and Discord. Every project that onboards with us will have their own little section in the Discord, which is the NFT Stakehouse menu. We look here like a restaurant, and it will benefit everybody. Like, if a project launches with us, they have to undergo a series of tests, and I guess that's where Thongs Lounge comes into account of the project. Because if you see on the website, like, Thongs Lounge is a part of the project as well, and that's like me grilling and making sure, or even marketing a project that we're going to launch, and and they'll all be on the Discord. So, you can click onto the Discord and see a project that you might never have heard of before just by scrolling down. Say you can buy into, like, at the moment we've released our first line of NFTs. They're going to be stakeable once everything, once we've got going.
And is that one
Yeah.
of the NFTs that you've got for the guys that have turned up tonight for the best question?
Yeah, I have two. Yeah, I have one stakeable NFT available and a couple of limited edition ones.
And they're actually NFT Stakehouse NFTs, right?
Yeah, designed, but I mean, I can't draw, so they wasn't drawn by me. I'm not going to lie, but they were created by me, and Mark came up with a witty names to get us out of legal cases because they are beavers with Marvel attributes. Because I'm a Marvel nerd. But like say for example, as I was just saying, is when it comes to the, like you might be interested in Marvel and it's like, right, I'm going to buy the Beavers, or, we have games and all sorts of stuff like that coming. Everything's already finished. We just have to link everything to the website. Or say, for example, you're into Seed Swatch's project and you'll go onto the Discord, you'll have it will work like a menu where you can actually go down and have a look at other people's projects. And once we've figured everything out, they can all have the NFT Stakehouse bot going from Discord to their Telegram. So it's just like a pumping Discord, because like if you go into our Telegram or even Thong's Lounge, what's said in Discord or Telegram, it goes both ways. So I can be talking to you in Telegram and you can be talking to me in Discord and we can be having a conversation together and it goes through. So if we could do that, it offers everybody a chance of finding new projects.
So just for my little monkey brain here. So what you're describing here sounds almost like a clearinghouse for other NFT projects. So you're gonna vet them as far as you can vet a project in DeFi. So if they get into your stakehouse, people can be reassured that at least the project's been vetted and it's got a chance of not rugging them. Is that kind of?
I mean, yeah, obviously we would love to say like it's not going to be 100% safe, but we'll do everything we can. They will be providing their own liquidity and their own tokens. We have our own tokens, Bones, because like Bones and Stake go together, and as I'm sure a lot of people are aware, Bones is a slang for money. So it's quite a clever name. Anything that's pun related, you can thank Mark for. That's his area of expertise. You should have asked him for the joke. You shouldn't have asked me.
Mark, do you want to speak to that a little bit, because you've been quiet up till now. We love you, Dan, but I'd like to hear from Mark a little bit as well. So, tell us a little bit more about how the tokenomics are going to work, I'm a DJ. I want to know when you're going to be launching your token so I can go and ape him.
Right. Well, I'm actually putting together the pre-sale info right now.
Ooh, pre-sale. You like pre-sales?
So the tokenomics are just plain simple. For any chain that Bones is on, it's going to be 10% buy, 10% sell. 5 is liquidity. 5 is marketing and development. And that's on both ends. We're just keeping it straight across the board like that. We need liquidity and we need to market. There's our our primary focus right there. So that's going to be the same. It's never going to change. And Bones, this is the Polygon version of Bones is the one that we're doing a pre-sale for. I already have contracts audited, KYC'd on Kronos, Avalanche, Phantom, BSC. Bones is on all of those right now.
Wow! And tell me, are you gonna link the liquidity across chains so you have the same token price that's all linked across all the different chains?
Definitely not to start, but as we onboard projects, we will find ways to incorporate like NFT collections on different chains. We're going to, like I said, we're going to start with Polygon. Polygon is in a great place right now for us to do this. A lot of the congestion issues have resolved for the most part, and there's a lot of NFT activity on Polygon right now. So we're going to ride this right through. We're just kind of waiting on some market conditions right now, but we're going to put all our effort into Polygon for the time being. And then as projects come to us, if we feel it would be a better fit at that time for, say, like a Phantom NFT collection to release, or, you know, a project comes in, they're just adamant that they have to be BSC, we can work with them then. You know, we're basically preparing ourselves to scale this, you know. So
yeah, across chains.
Exactly.
Okay.
And, you know, it's a reciprocal relationship with every single project that onboards. They're promoting our brand as much as we're promoting theirs. Every project that comes on brings their own community. That brings visibility to our project. And all we ever take out of anything from transaction fee wise from any project is 1%. And that 1% for probably the first year of this project is going to go right back into promoting their brand. So we're going to start with working with people that we're comfortable with on a personal level. And then people are going to be able to just go right to the website and apply to list with us. Whether you're a token that has an NFT, doesn't have an NFT, whether you're an NFT that doesn't have a token, we can make staking contracts that are very, very customizable. We can build you your own staking contract with your own native token that may or may not have any value. It can just be, you know, whatever you want to reward your holders with, and then we could turn around and swap that for value.
Right. Okay. So in effect, you're creating a farm that people can use for their projects, customers, investors, to be able to stake their tokens and NFTs. Is that?
It's primarily NFTs. Not tokens. You know, there's millions of, not millions, but there's tons of. You know, we're never going to be able to compete with Brew Labs and stuff when it comes to token farming or LP farming or even staking. It'll be primarily, our objective is to get those good projects that have NFTs, give them a use case and bring them more to light.
Sounds good. So, where are the rewards going to come from? How's that going to? Are they going to come from? Yeah,
staking. So for example, right now the Bevers, which is the first set, this is just phase one of the Bevers. If they do well and that people like them, then there'll be like a phase two, which will be villains. Phase three, I'm keeping close to my chest. But you'll be able to stake them on our platform for bones. And on our website, we do have Bone Swap, which is, it's just quick swap and, on-ramper. Like, you did with, similar to Shiba Swap, where you can, you'll be able to swap. But say, for example, you can be, I'm not blind to the fact that some people might be staking and then selling tokens to, into Matic, but you'll be able to stake your tokens, stake your NFTs for bones and, for example, buy the Bevers again on Matic. So you'll be able to switch over to Matic with your rewards and then go back and buy another Beaver and have that staking. And obviously the more NFTs that you collect, much like what we was discussing earlier with the integrity, the more of one thing you own, the more staking rewards you're going to be receiving. And the better the token does, the quicker the ROI and the better everyone's doing. Because at the end of the day,
just trying to work out the numbers, Dan, and where the money is actually coming from that you're going to be giving us rewards. So the rewards are going to be paid in bones. Is that right?
For our projects, yes. For our projects, will be in bones, which obviously will have its own liquidity because it is its own token, and it'll be treated as such. But other projects, because we can't just load up loads of projects and be like, yeah, you can use our liquidity, because that will get wrecked. So other projects have to provide their own liquidity with their NFTs. Even if it's not liquidity, like in terms of cash dollars, like say if a project on BSC comes to us and says, can we want a stake, they don't have to give us BNB, but just give us the certain amount of tokens they want to have in the stake pool, and set the APR or APY, whichever way they want to do it. And that's how those guys who are invested in those NFTs will be getting their money.
Okay. And for yours, so if somebody wins the stakeable NFT that you've got for the first prize here tonight, when are they going to be able to start staking that and claiming rewards for it?
Well, we was hoping to have launched around this weekendish sort of time, but the market conditions. We've put a very slight delay on it, but as soon as launch, which is, I'm not entirely sure. Mark, we're not talking weeks, are we? Really?
No, I mean I'm working. I had the pink sale forum up just now, and it's looking like we'll go the first week of May. We'll do the pre-sale. Just working out details. Maybe a week delay tops, because we just said April, like end of April we'd have Bones released. So we'll just start in May. Yeah. New month, hope for some better conditions, but we'll commit to it. If market goes red again, then we'll commit.
I know the market. I know Grandpa Bitcoin shit the bed earlier this week, but it's not looking too bad today. Really.
Matic has absolutely shit the bed. So this is a perfect time for everybody to go in and buy a Matic and a Beaver NFT right now, because they're 15 Matic for today only. I think today's the last day before they go up to 20 Matic. And Matic shit the bed, so it's perfect time for people to get in now.
Polygon, 16.97.
It's about a pound for one Matic, so it's about £15 for a passive income NFT right now, which are pretty cool, and they're going to come with a story. But I'm just, because you said we're going to cut it to an hour. We do have to say we have got projects already, kind of side with us that are ready to go. We do have NFT Monopoly, which is a weekly NFT game. Yeah, so this was Mark's brainchild. I don't know if Mark wants to talk about it quickly.
Yeah, come on, Mark.
Sure. It's a really easy concept to grasp. Right at the beginning of a week, I will list all the NFT properties of the American version of Monopoly on the marketplace, and you can go in and buy anything from I think it's like Mediterranean Avenue is $5, and up to Park Place and Boardwalk those are the most expensive properties on the American version.
Mayfair and Park Mall for us.
There you go. About $50 a pop for those, and then we basically just get on a shared screen Discord or Telegram, and we play around a Monopoly, and Dan has a random dice generator. We've done it 4 or 5 times with another project, but we're amping it up a bit and making it a little different for this. And you can go 4 to 5 times on your money just if the dice lands on your property. So
easy money. If it ends up going to jail, then everyone that's made any money is wrecked, and we have to start from the jail again. And you've just got to hope that it lands on your square for a second time.
Sounds proper degen.
It's a lot of fun, and we do have the Kentucky
Let me know
Derby.
when you're doing this. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it'll be weekly, I think. We do have Kentucky Derby as well, which is, I'm sure you all know, duck races.
Mm-hmm.
It's our spin of duck races where you buy.
Fun.
Yeah, well, we've got Nigel races. And I don't know if you got to hear Nigel in the last when we did an AMA together. Everyone who knows me knows Nigel. So yeah, there's like Nigel, there's Bevers, and it's like duck racing, but our own spin on it, where you actually buy into the race, and it goes into a pool pot, and you kind of get like the NFT number version of that. And whoever wins, they're just NFT games that we're going to be playing on the side of our project. And then there's obviously Canada Coin, which we does have its own line of NFTs. That's a little bit down the line a bit.
Canada coin that you guys
relaunch, absolute relaunch on Polygon, and it's going to be a whole new respin with NFTs and stereotypical Canadian NFTs. And then the funniest thing for me, this is another one of Mark's gems, is because of Thongs Lounge, and I'll be grilling projects and that want to launch with us and do stuff. We've got the Maxi Pad, which is our launch pad. that is our launch pad.
There's your joke right there. You just made me laugh.
Yeah, I told you, when it comes to puns and dad jokes, Mark's the man.
That's you
should have asked him the joke. I come up with the most disgusting things that made myself feel sick. You should have asked Mark. He'd have given you a family-friendly, funny one.
Right, I'm going to ask him now. Mark, tell us a joke.
Give me some time to prep that. I don't come up with these puns just on the spot.
He's a steak. He's like, no, get my partner, Mark. Come on, tell us a joke.
All you've got to do is follow the project, and you will see the puns coming out constantly. Every poster that is ever made, any event we ever do, it's all Mark's. It all comes from Mark. He's the one, and every poster we do it is a fun one. Yeah, it is a lot of fun. Yeah.
So sorry, I got my little degen brain clicking over here, and I'm trying to work out how much I'm going to make out of one of these NFTs that are stakeable. How does that work? How do you decide how much rewards?
Okay, so that's the thing. So with the Bevers in itself, they have a lot of attributes, and it's still something, because staking. We've got everything ready. Everything you see there, apart from the Maxi Pad, everything else you see it's all done. It just needs to be clicked and connected to the website. The thing is with the Bevers is there's a lot of attributes, so we're still having to kind of brainstorm the APR for what comes. There's 1,000 Bevers. Certain attributes will offer a different APR. And obviously ROI, but yeah, that's something that we're working towards. But staking is going to come out a week or two after the token launch, because you got to focus on building the token before you launch the platform, even if it's ready. It's going to take us 2 weeks to get the token and market the token and stuff. But yeah, then
you're going to need to get your liquidity in. So
exactly, yeah.
Do you have what's going to be a max supply of bones? Is it going to be mintable?
No, it's not going to be mintable. We have an insane amount of supply that is going to be locked for staking pool, and that's on every chain. And I'm talking like 95%. So the max supply is 10 billion, but there's only 500 million in circulation.
Okay. Right. Okay. Get that. And how long is it locked for?
Well, right now, I haven't even locked the Polygon because I haven't set that up yet. But I'll probably lock that up until just until the end of May, while we get the staking all set and done. The all the other chains are locked just until I think it's like the last week in May right now, but I'll relock everything as soon as that expires before we're ready to move into other chains.
How much are you looking to raise in your pre-sale on Pink Sale?
I mean, your guess would be as good as mine. We don't. Are we hoping? Dan and I have thrown around some numbers, but I think we're just going to ride it and see what happens. We put a lot of expectations in the last one we did, and we outperformed pretty much everyone, but still didn't make what we wanted. So
yeah, at the end of the day, the market's a mess at the moment. So, we can't make any speculations in terms of, we don't need to pay for anything other than marketing right now. There's nothing else that needs paid for. Everything is done. Everything is all ready to go. Just needs to be clicked. It's purely whatever is raised.
Yeah, we're not doing this to get funding for the project. We're doing this to continue funding the project. Everything that, like Dan said, everything we need to launch is wrapped up. It's done. If it went on a credit card, that credit card's paid. So.
Okay, well, that sounds
and
good.
For anyone that never met Nigel, when I was talking about Nigel races, there you go. That's him.
Okay,
You'll get to race this little fucker.
Ah, that's Nigel. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's quite cool. So on your pre-sale, do you have a soft cap? I mean, do you have an amount that you have to? I haven't had a look. I hate Pink Sale, to be honest, but for all sorts of reasons. Not
Yeah, no, we all do. But name a Matic Launchpad.
No. No, you have to. Yeah. Okay, I've got one waiting to go actually, but
you work with what you got,
No, stop that. We're going to edit that bit.
So you've got a Launchpad ready to go. Do you want to join forces and rename it MaxiPad?
Maybe we'll talk about that later. That's something.
Nigel, please
about.
stop.
Nigel, shut the fuck up. All right,
I'll trademark that name. I'll trademark that name. Don't think about stealing it.
Yeah, we've been going about 45 minutes by now by my calculations. So we're getting towards the end of the AMA. And thank you guys. I think really looking at your project, we could be talking about this for quite some time to be able to really understand everything that you've got going on here. It sounds like quite a complex project. When we were talking in pre-drinks, I was talking about DGen projects, and you were like, "No, this isn't a DGen project." And I get it now. There's a lot here. You're going cross-chain. You've got the NFT staking. You've got your own token with your own tokenomics and everything coming.
I mean, if you could hear how bullish even some of our project partners that are wanting to onboard with us. Oh, Nigel, 5 minutes and you can whistle. Yeah, even if you could, just hear how bullish some of the project.
Nigel's bullish.
Yeah, well, this is why he's a famous guy in the space now, because he does this in all my AMAs.
You have my bird whistling now, Nigel.
What bird you got?
No kidding.
We're going to be talking to each other. All right. I think.
Yeah, I just have to say the projects that we're onboarding are extremely bullish. Nigel.
How many projects have you got that are onboarding with you?
I'm not. I'm going to say 2 for now, but they're the ones that are ticked. But there's more. I'm not going to say anything other than the 2.
So you got two that are signed on the dotted line, so to speak.
Pretty much, more or less, yeah. And more that are technically signed on the dotted line. It's just I'm not going to say anything until it's a little bit further in.
Of course, that's understandable.
Because obviously we don't want to onboard a bunch of projects at the same time, because that's unfair for other projects. We're going to do, give each person and each project their own time and space to do it. Otherwise, we don't want anyone getting overwhelmed or moving on to the next one.
Your success depends on your project's success.
Their success, we our success, their success. It's partners. It's not, you're coming on. We're not like the pancake swap of NFT staking. It's not like we're the overlords and everything goes through us. It's if you sign up with us, we are partners that are in it to help each other out in the space.
That sounds good. Now, guys, have you got? I'm sure you've got loads of things, but have you got anything there between you that we haven't already covered that you want to talk to the community about?
Don't know, Mark. Do you?
I'm thinking. I can't think. I think we pretty much covered everything. I mean, we got a lot going on. I think we touched on most of it.
Okay.
Most of what I'm going to do now. Yeah, most of what we're telling anyway.
So what I'm going to do now then is open up the floor for questions. So I mean, there's less than 10 people in the chat at the moment, so we don't have to do anything complicated for this one. Guys, the floor is yours. Ask your questions.
I don't have too many, but I have a couple. What kind of a?
I'm shocked.
What kind of?
Happy's got
what kind of liquidity? What? Just a rough idea. How much liquidity are you expecting out of your partners? That'd be number one.
It's entirely up to them, my bird's going because it does it with the sound of phones, and you're on your phone, right? I mean, it depends on them, like the liquidity that they provide is also depends on the percentage of the APR that they want to, they want.
Yeah, I get it. So you would allow a small project, but with a minor amount of liquidity, as long as it's a solid project and the APRs match what they put in liquidity.
Mark is a math dude.
Okay. I know it's tough now because you guys haven't done your liquidity raise yet, but just roughly, what kind of target are you shooting for staking your own NFTs, the natives?
I mean, we're hoping to start with at least like 20,000 US.
And that's
should
work out. Yeah, it should work out pretty well. All right. When you guys talking about vetting, you I assume are just trying to make sure that it's solid project, not stolen stuff, no known rugger, stuff like that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
we're
exactly.
gonna the first projects that we start with, we're gonna know personally, and then when it comes down to when people are applying, there are going to be requirements that need to be followed. I've got a pending partnership with the company that did a lot of our audits. I mean, we've got I think we're on to our 10th audit with this company now. So I said, hey, we're going to have a lot of contracts coming at you. If we can kind of partner up on this, I'll keep sending people your way. If you can just give us a heads up on, some of these contracts that are coming across before we list them. And they're all for it. So we will be requiring an audit. It's, the cost of it is going to be very, very minimal, like probably half of what you would expect to pay.
Can I ask who are your auditors? Who are you using?
Absolutely. It is Safu Audit. They are approved by Pink Sale. William is our contact there. So that is what I used because of the price point, because of how many we were doing. But I kind of took a look at them as soon as they came through. And it is, pretty much at par with anything else that you'd get. And they're, very fast responses, very pro. And yeah.
And they are known in the space as well. I mean,
I have just one last question, and this one's probably it may not be even suitable for the AMA, but you guys are in the space, and I'm in the art world, so I'm in groups of artists that's been selling real art as prints and products and stuff like that for many years. And I got a group of guys together, and they want to get into NFTs, but providing an NFT use case other than just art is difficult for them without creating a game or something like that. You guys have any suggestions on a way in for a group of guys that's docs guys that's in the art world already to break into the space? I mean, you may have a little more insight than I do on it.
tell them to get in contact.
That sounds. I see what you're doing here. That sounds like a conversation you guys probably want to have between you, like later.
Yeah, if that was a soft shield for anything, I see artist, photographer, and blastmaster. Okay, yeah, we'll just have them or you get in contact with us. I mean, I come from an art background. I mean, I was a tribal art dealer, so it's not quite the same. But I get it. I have to work with. I've worked with the arty type, and for many years. So
but see, here's what's basically coming from. We're all on one of the biggest art platform in the world right now. Selling physical stuff, and they won't even allow NFT talk on the platform. I mean, it's just not allowed. And so, I do some art, some digital art and photography courses. Some other guys do, virtual reality stuff, and they get pretty heavy into some pretty funky video type stuff. So, I'm just trying to find a place that a group of us to get together and maybe work with somebody.
Well, it's funny.
Guys, get a room.
I was going to say, just give a sneak peek on the first project we're launching. Is they're making movies, they're musicians, and from the day I first met them, I was like, this is one of the most bullish projects I've ever come across in terms of like my point of view, and it kind of sounds like they're doing exactly what you guys or you want to do. So yeah, I mean, get at us.
All right. Yeah, I'm in. I'll do
when
that.
You guys start making billions, I want 1%, all right?
I'll kick you a couple percent.
That's all agreed and witnessed and everything. That's okay. So, all right, moving on. So who else?
I have a question.
Come on, Ray again.
I recognise that voice.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah,
Hi, Queen. Hi, Dan. So yesterday I forgot to ask a question.
Okay.
Why beavers? What made you pick beavers?
Mark's Canadian. We come from Canada, Queen.
Oh, okay. I like it.
We took a bit of both. I like Marvel. I mean, I shouldn't really say that. So I like. Well, I'm going to say fuck it. There's 8 people in here. I'll be surprised if any of them work for Disney. I like Marvel. Mark is Canadian, and we met in Canada, Coin, and that's pretty much it. To be honest,
my second question: when Lambo?
Well, that's depends market conditions. Nigel, please. Yeah, that's market. That's all up to
I
the
ran
market.
out of questions because this is the third time I think I've heard the AMA, but I love it every time.
Also,
But
then mint yourself a beaver. Get that one matic you need. I mean, I
I
will
know.
send you one
Actually,
matic
I
if
do
you
have a
need me
question
to.
for you. I went
If
to
you
get
need,
my beaver today,
yeah,
and I forget which wallet I used for the whitelist.
MetaMask.
Can you?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Just, I know that you're on there. Just
Oh,
send me over your wallet and I'll get it. I'll send one out to the limited edition one. I'll send it out to you.
okay. So yeah, I will.
Show me proof of
So what do I
purchase.
do? Go on and buy my beaver, and then send you
Send
my
me,
wallet.
yeah, send me, yeah. Normally, I
Okay.
mean, we could, to be fair, we can see who's bought and who's not, but
Okay.
it may, well, yeah, I mean, if you're doing it now, I suppose I'm going to say it. I shouldn't really. I suppose everyone that buys in today's the end of the whitelist period, where they're only 15 matic. Anyone that mints the first 50 that mint 50 people that mint a beaver gets a special limited edition one that grants access.
Nice.
Because you're not the first person that said, I forgot what wallet I put forward.
Arlen
There's been
forgot what wallet too, so
yeah,
I
I
was
know.
like, "Oh, we better ask Dan."
Yeah, and you two aren't the only people. There's been a couple, so yeah, I guess we'll just do it that way.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
So I have
all
a
right.
question off the back of those questions. Thank you, Roller Girl. So if I want to mint one of your special edition NFTs now, how do
Yeah.
I do that?
So the special edition ones they're not mintable. They're sitting in my wallet, hidden away in my OpenSea that I will send. But if you want to buy a standard beaver, you will go onto the website nft-stakehouse.com, click on the damn whitelist, and it will send you over to. It's a basic mint page at the moment. Like everything is, excuse the pun, bare bones right now. But yeah, you'll be able to mint there, and I'll be personally sending out the limited edition special beavers, and those special beavers might grant access, like those limited edition ones, might grant access to certain things. There might be a couple of hidden things over the times that you might not know about that you might have to search for.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
And
not going to go too much into what makes them special.
Are these going to be stakeable?
We're not entirely sure. They might be worth more than being the limited edition ones. They're the free ones for the first people that mint. Whether or not they're stakeable is up for debate, but they might be more valuable than a stakeable thing, especially if you figure out what's hiding.
I got one on the beavers. How much?
Intriguing.
How much are you said the beaver price is going up after today? What's?
Oh, it's only going up to 20. So it's 15 matic at the moment. It's only going up to 20. Like this isn't a cash grab or anything like that. We wanted to do it cheap. But the special limited edition ones are all finished today.
Those are the whitelisted ones. Yeah, I got you on that. Okay,
yeah,
thank you.
But I will open it up for anyone that wasn't on the whitelist because we all know if anyone's been in a pre-sale, you can hand out 1,000 whitelists and 50 people buy your pre-sale. So
Right.
yeah, I'll keep talking about tokens, not NFTs. So yeah, anyone that mints over till the end of I guess US time today will get one of those limited edition ones.
So give us a number, give us a time in UTC so everybody can Be clear.
Let's say UTC. Let's say UTC 8 p.m. 8 a.m. Sorry.
8 a.m. UTC. Okay.
Tomorrow, yeah.
So,
let's
Yo, Dan, I put a couple of questions in the chat, mate, because I thought it might be easier to just write them down. Don't mind. So I know for later.
Let me have a quick look. I need to find this chat again. I don't know. There you go. So you've asked maximum beavers of 15 Matic. There isn't a maximum beavers at the moment. We're going to reward everybody, and at this price, you don't be, you're not going to be expecting like 3,000% APR. You're buying cheap. It will be fine. So yeah, there isn't a maximum. There's a maximum mint of one time of 50, but yeah, that's not going to happen.
I'm not going to get that. I'm not going to get that money. That many.
Yeah, no, that's fine. The average is, I think most people are minting like three to four. Seems to be the.
Yeah, well, I mean, what I'll probably do is I'll probably just chuck like 100 quid in, but that's so with so yeah, that brings me to the next one then about the like mini games that you've got. If I don't hold, because to be honest, I don't really want to buy the bones. I want to buy the Matic, the beavers. Sorry, right?
Yeah.
So if I've only got beavers, is that good to get me into all the other little stuff that you've got going on with the races?
Not only will you be staking the beavers for bones, which you can swap for Matic, which in turn you can use to. So you could be staking.
Ah, right, yeah. So I won't even need to buy bones because I'll get it from that anyway. Then, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, obviously buying bones is obviously it's a token at the end of the day that's got a lot of use case. So. It's up to everyone, but how we're trying to run it is, there's multiple ways to play, and so you could be getting the bones, but even so, if you wanted to play into Monopoly and you wanted to buy a square for the week that was like $10, then. Yeah, you just have to. You don't need to be holding the token to get involved. You just need to buy the NFT from our marketplace once that's linked up.
All right.
so
NFT are you going to be selling the NFTs on the website?
Oh, hold up.
Yeah, sorry for Monopoly and for our races, we don't have to do the buy-ins in our native token. We can do them in Matic. So if you want to be part of a game. We might be charging for properties in Matic, not bones.
Okay.
All this stuff goes down on NFT Stakehouse.com.
Yeah, and nothing's linked up yet. We will link everything at closer to launch. Actually, everything's going to be running on our Discord.
Okay.
A lot of the things are going to be running on the Discord, like games and stuff will be. I mean, we obviously, as we progress, we haven't got a roadmap or a white paper because, at the end of the day, we are a platform and we'll just go as we go instead of promising all these things. As a lounge owner, I've seen so many white papers and I like a white paper. It gives me it makes my life easier as a lounge owner. But when I'm reading it, I'm just like, this is just absolute bullshit. So we've gone away from that and the roadmap and stuff, and we don't want to promise things, but we would obviously like to get everything into one neat place, into a nice little DAC.
Yep, sounds good. I get it. Thank you.
So yeah, but obviously we don't want to, we don't want that written on paper because too many projects are promising things that they can't achieve. So we're giving everybody what we've got now instead of what we're going to do. Because I think what we've got now is far more than what a lot of projects are already offering to do by phase. Sorry, I just had to throw a piece of paper at my bird that shut him up. Yeah, so I think everything that we've got ready to go is more, it's way more than most projects have even written down on Q3.
Cool,
I got
cool.
you. What bird you have back there? A parrot or a cockatiel?
Yeah, turn your camera around. I was just about to ask that. Show Nigel.
I can't right now. He's gone and hid in the cupboard. He did not like that piece of paper being thrown at him.
I had a Senegal parrot for years and years, and he just got too mean, and so my sister's got him now, and I got a cockatiel here, but hey, he whistles pretty nice, but nothing spectacular. Yours sounded pretty good.
Oh yeah, he talks as well. Like he'll look at himself in the mirror and be like, "You're a clever boy. You're a clever boy. Hello, baby. You're a clever boy." And he's got a whole range of tunes, but he is a mean little bastard. I mean, I was laying on the sofa reading comics the other day, like just had my head on the, because with the Beavers, I've got to say there is going to be a story. There's already an origin story, but there is going to be a story that I'm writing along with it. So with that comes a lot of me reading some absolute terrible 1970s to 2000 comics, Marvel comics. I was laying on my sofa the other day, head on my armrest, reading a comic. Nigel comes and stands next to me. I'm like, on the armrest. I'm like, oh, that's nice of him. He's being nice for a change. Bites me in the fucking ear and then flies off.
Yeah. Yeah, my Senegal. My boy would tease my Senegal, and that sucker had a big old beak. And once he got a little older, every time my boy would come over and visit, fly to the back of his neck, make him bleed.
He does.
Guys, I feel like we've kind of come to a natural conclusion of this AMA. I am gonna leave the room open so we can all hang out and chill and chat and all that kind of stuff. But I just want to ask if anybody else has got any questions, and then we'll get on to choosing who wins the NFT.
I have got one more actually, which is about. So obviously the NFTs are going to be listed on. You can list them on OpenSea, right? Or you can view them on OpenSea. But on your own platform, have you got anything, or are you going to put anything in place to encourage people to buy the NFTs? Like, so if I hold a beaver, are people going to see my APR or whatever and want to, be able to sell sort of?
Well, we have a marketplace ready to be linked up. It's just a basic marketplace for now. Like I said, bare bones. But yeah, we have our own marketplace that just literally needs to click the button and everything will, come apparent. But yeah, as you meant, OpenSea, it's not like we're minting to OpenSea. OpenSea is just a place that you can view NFTs on that network.
But I guess what I'm trying to ask is because you were saying about the different NFTs are going to have different APRs and stuff.
Yeah.
So in terms of selling one of your NFTs that somebody else can stake, do they know what APRs coming along with that? Because if I list it on OpenSea, I guess that's where the value really is going to come from. It's the utility, right? So
you won't be listing it on OpenSea. Once you mint, they show up on OpenSea automatically. But at the same time, that's your NFT, it's sitting in the blockchain on your wallet. We will have a marketplace that goes live. Like I said, it is a very basic bare bones. But yeah, I mean, everything, you should be able to see everything. Like, for example, our Monopoly NFTs, you'll be able to see them. They'll appear on your Trust wallet.
Yeah, that's dope. But yeah, I guess what I'm thinking is I'm not thinking about buying a beaver and selling it, but what I'm thinking is the incentive for people to want to buy more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You'll be able to. Of course, yeah. With we're still kind of I think paid 10p to my account. That's weird. Yeah, you'll be able to go into the staking room on the website and see what's what, and you never know what me and Mark might be doing in the background. We might come up with a clever idea of, for example, we might have a special pool open for a specific attribute that gives you high APR, and then the next month it might change. You never know. So there's always going to be that reason to keep buying. And one thing that is funny is, because obviously it is Marvel and we've had to avoid names, is if you go onto OpenSea, the ones that have been minted, it was a fun day when me and Mark had to come up with names. They were Marvel related, but without actually calling them what they are.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely gonna get some tonight, mate. Anyway, so yeah, you've convinced me enough. And then
Awesome, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Do we have any other questions before we wrap this up? Okay, let's choose the winners then. Mark, Dan.
I'm gonna say Happy Bagger wins the best questions. It's a tough one. DeFi Lo-Fi, the pair of you have answered good questions, asked good questions. And obviously, Roller Girl. So it's going to be the three people that ask questions. I don't know, Mark, who do you think asked the best questions?
I'd say we should go in the order that you just went with. Happy Bagger first.
DeFi Lo-Fi.
Then. Yeah.
I reckon we need to do a duck race for it.
You know what?
How about bird whistling instead?
If you want to do a duck race, okay. If you want to do a duck race, but regardless, Roller Girl, and you're going to get a special one. But if you want to do it by a duck race between the three of them, that's I'm up for that. If you guys are.
Don't know. I just love the duck races, man. I'm not going to lie.
All right, do you want me to set it up?
I've seen the duck races before. This is a setup.
Nah, eventually we'll be able to do. Soon we'll be able to do. Nigel can eat your badge. Nigel, they do not want to sleep with you.
I've never seen a duck race before. I remember you did one before, but I didn't know how to watch it.
Okay,
no,
so
I've never seen the duck race. Come on, do the duck
okay,
race.
so this is obviously the standard duck race. We do have our own spin is on it. Personally, it's better. So it's DeFi, Lo-Fi, Roller Girl, and what was the name? Happy
Bagger.
Yeah, Happy will do. Okay, let me open my screen. Share my screen quickly. Share screen. Make sure I share the right one. Okay, so I'll do a 40-second race with the three of you. Whoever wins the stakeable NFT. Jess, what type of music are you into?
Jungle.
Okay, anyone in particular?
What the hell do we do here?
Nothing, just watch.
We just watched it.
Jason Status program.
Okay.
Status. When you said jungle, I was thinking you were talking a little bit more old school, like Skibber or Shabba.
We can go more old school if you like. We can go.
What about?
Bit
to the beat. Is that too new school for you? Yeah.
That's good. Go on.
I'll tell you what, everyone likes to get bangers and mash.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Jump up to me.
All right, good luck, guys.
Oh no!
Oh, happy.
I got a lame duck.
For it.
You guys send me Joe Biden or something.
You want to watch out for
Oh.
the lame
Oh,
duck?
no. Oh, roller girl, you stop. Come on.
Duck race. What the hell?
Come on,
I'm gonna take
roller
my duck.
girl.
Oh no!
Come
I
on.
got roll.
Come on.
Oh jeez.
Oh my God, look at
Busted.
that. Yes.
My lame duck busted.
Okay, so Roller Girl wins the stakeable NFT, whereas DeFi Lo-Fi. All three of you send me your wallet addresses.
Woo,
And,
thank you. That is so
right.
awesome.
That doesn't mean though, Roller Girl. You've got an NFT that you can. You don't have to buy one. You've still got to
I'm
buy
going to
one.
be buying. Don't worry.
I'm not
Don't worry.
sending you the limited edition one. You buy one. I'll send you a stakeable one.
Deal.
Hey, I appreciate it, guys. Good AMA. I didn't know much about your project, so I appreciate the time you spent here today. And I'll be getting with you here a little bit later on those art guys.
Yeah, I tell you. I mean, if you're like genuinely serious about what you were saying, I'm gonna save your contact now, so we can actually have a little chat.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, I've saved your contact.
Guys, thank you so much. I'm gonna leave the room open so everybody can hang out and chat.
I'm probably gonna. Yeah, all right.
I know you've got stuff to do, so I won't be offended if you drop out either. But thank you so much for coming tonight and for being such good guests and being good sports as well. Appreciate that.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
See you guys.
I might
take care.
I might DM you that joke, but I don't know. I have to. I'm thinking about it the whole time, going, I should tell.
Wait until
Jess, end the recording so we can talk shit.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, ending the recording now. Thank you, guys.
Okay, yeah, thank you.